Actually, no. These are scones.
I don't know what the difference is. I thought biscuits is just something that you eat with tea.
Biscuits are cookies.
Oh. I didn't know.
Well, in London,
Where's the one that...
In London, there's biscuits. Biscuits are cookies, and then pudding is like cake. So.
That makes no sense to me. Oh, hello. My name is Maggie.
And I'm Charlie.
And you're watching the Feminist Tea Party, where we talk about women's issues, drink some tea, and apparently eat some delicious scones. Scones. Go ahead.
Today we're drinking the Crawley Sisters Tea from the Republic of Tea, and it's chocolate and strawberry. Delicious.
Alright, so let's get started. This week we learned that when people that normally are included in everything are excluded once, they get really angry. And this is what happened when Hamilton announced a non-white casting call and all hell broke loose.
I'm gonna try to keep this civil because I have so many feelings about this. Like, here's the thing. Most of the cast is black and Latino. People who watch the show, especially people of color, so many people say, this is refreshing. I feel like I'm a part of the American story. People feel like these aren't just a bunch of dead white guys who you have no connection to as a person of color. To cry because the casting notice explicitly says calling for non-white actors is just, it takes away from the essence of what Hamilton has become. Most shows are white people and they call for them explicitly in the casting call. If you're a person of color and you're going in for an audition, you have it in the back of your mind, like, I might be good, but I might not get cast because I don't fit the bill. People who are in charge of running the show will argue, he's good, but we can't really have him because he's not marketable, because he's not white.
And it's not just Broadway, it's just media in general has been for white all the time. It's everywhere. I just feel like they never felt uninvited or oppressed or kind of excluded. If we've ever complained about not getting a part in the play or not seeing enough people of color on TV, it's as if we want to like invade everything. If it's the other way around, they feel like, hey, wait a minute, I can't sit with you. I can't sit with you. Like, what is that about?
I'm quite glad that the Hamilton producers and reps have stuck to their guns. I'm happy for it. They're going to be around for a long time, and the more people they can introduce to us that look like us, the better.
Let's talk about Donald Trump, because I don't know. Are you about to leave the room? Like, what's happening? This is what happens when we talk about him. He was on MSNBC, and he was in an interview with Chris Matthews,
and he basically spent the entire fucking time circumventing the question and throwing it back to Chris Matthews because he can't give a straight answer half the time. We have a clip for you, and just watch that train wreck roll, y'all. Seriously.
What do you say about your church? They're very, very strong.
They're allowed to, but the churches make their moral judgments. But you running for president of the United States will be chief executive of the United States. Do you believe believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 cents, 10 years.
I don't know. That I don't know.
It's unfortunate that we're still in a time where this is still a debate. And it's unfortunate
and it's a childish debate too.
And it's unfortunate that somebody who's running for president can actually sit and speak the way that he speaks and just say the things that he
here's
said.
the thing. It's like, okay, you have that stance on abortion, but in this particular instance, what bothers me most is how he answered the question. He just went
just
around in circles.
Right, he
and
started talking about religion and all of that stuff.
Like, Chris Matthews is not the one running for president. You are the president.
He started asking Chris Matthews the questions. Like, he's the one.
You have to have very specific goals, and like, you need to answer a question, and you need to have stuff in your brain. Like, it really looks like shit is just tumbling around when he's trying to figure out the answer to that.
The Prime Minister of France talking about and comparing women who wear a hijab. She compares it to African slaves. And I don't know where, like, what prompted her to do that. I know that she was also talking about just fashion. So H&M came out with a line for women who wear hijab. It was in Europe, and she was commenting on the fact that it symbolizes oppression for women. One of our friends and fan, Gato, she actually...
Big fan.
Yes. She sent me, I was looking at it, and she sent me this clip of Dalia, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Dalia Mogahed.
Yes. She's an outspoken Egyptian-American woman who had a really popular TED Talk, and she talked about being Muslim, and she had an interview with...
our boyfriend, Trevor Noah. Hi.
Where she kind of sums up the whole how this argument doesn't quite define oppression.
Because oppression means the taking away of someone's power.
Yes.
Right? And what hijab does is it basically privatizes women's sexuality. That's essentially what it does. So what are we saying when we say that by taking away or privatizing a woman's sexuality, we're oppressing her?
It's completely unfair to go around and telling people, telling women who wear the hijab and saying, you're oppressed, you know, you need to take that off. And you'll be so much freer that way.
She also said that, like, feminists, like, we also tell her, like, no, you're doing it wrong.
And that's where intersectionality becomes very important.
And so you can wear it and still be a feminist.
If you're a woman that wears a hijab, I would love to hear your comments or read them down here, because you
we would love to.
And you know, if you have a specific reason as to why you wear it, whether it be religion, culture, whether it be religion or culture, or you know, you just wear it because you're used to it, or you made the decision to not wear it. Feel free to comment, and we can have a conversation about that, you know, some other time. It's time for our highlights of the week. Feminist Frequency is coming out with a new series dedicated to ordinary women, but are really super extraordinary. Just stories about women who we don't know throughout history, just because you don't hear their stories. They exist and they've done amazing things, but because history is so drenched in, you know, males and testosterone,
it's
usually
his story. Now it's her story.
Exactly. During the time periods that these women were living, and they were living out these extraordinary stories, like a lot, just being a woman was basically nearly illegal. Just the act of being a woman was revolutionary in and of itself.
Okay, so this series is actually coming out this fall in September 2016, and we're just so excited, and we'll definitely have like a conversation about it. Our next highlight is hilarious. A UK publication called The Sun.
Of course it's The Sun.
Yeah. They asked women to send pictures of their cleavage, but a lot of men actually hijacked the competition, and they started submitting pictures of their own cleavage. I don't know, what do you think about this? It's like a funny way to like exercise that camaraderie, I guess.
Yeah, I think the fact that even men were like
appalled
and just like recognize just how fucking ridiculous the whole thing is. Like, send in a picture of your cleavage and we'll give you some money. People love to get up in arms when women go out and feed their children. So it's okay if a woman's tits out if it's for sex, But if it's for like using them for their natural purpose, feeding a child, then it's like, wow.
What is that?
You're
like, wild.
I'm clutching my pearls right now. Can you like do that privately? Like, I just feel so
uncomfortable.
Priorities, people.
Yes.
Keep your priorities straight.
I'm Maggie, and this is Mustache Charlie right now.
Yep. Mustache. I don't shave for Sherlock. only Sherlockians will get that. Clearly, we had Doctor Who last week, and now we have Sherlock.
So please like, subscribe, thumbs up this video, and share it, and comment down below on any of the topics that we mentioned. And if you want us to cover something that is very important to you relating to women's issue or issues of race, please let us know down below.
Adieu, you guys.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And goodbye, viewers.
Really
Bye-bye.